trenches, relax.
Welcome to the Trenches Podcast.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Trenches. I'm here with a very special group of guys, a lot of hard-working dudes, got a bunch of cool shit going on. I'm actually going to let themselves introduce each other.
So I'm Alejandro Espinoza, a.k.a. Shoom.
Isaiah Espinoza.
And then Jose Mendez, a.k.a. Kid Maj.
Oh, shit. Like I said. Hey, Shoom, what is that, bro? Shoom.
So, I'll start, Bob. We are in a group called ShootFoDaMoon Tapes off the brand ShootFoDaMoon. Shoom, though, is actually this alter ego I go by. I've actually tried to come up with a bunch of names over the past, 2 years, but I really had to, focus on one that's going to stick to me for a long time, right?
Yeah.
So I wanted to pick one that was going to be, dope as fuck. So originally it was just going to be ShootFoDaMoon. I was going to go by ShootFoDaMoon.
Yeah, it's a mouthful.
Yeah, but it's too much. So I was like, you know what? That would, dude, I would always get yo, this sounds better as an album title or a label. So I was like, you know what?
Okay.
A label, ShootFoDaMoon. So I wanted to pick something out that would be short, but I wanted to sound just like ShootFoDaMoon.
I got you. I like that.
Out of curiosity, my friend actually has a husky, and they call him Shooby.
Okay.
So I was like, Shooby. Okay, Shooby. And I just kept saying that, Shooby. Yeah, Shooby. And I was like, wait, what about Shoom? ShootFoDaMoon, Shoom. That just sounds perfect. So I was like, you know what? Perfect.
Bro, isn't that cool when you're kind of just talking some bullshit?
Out of nowhere, yeah.
He does that a lot, though. He's always in his head. He's like, oh, yeah, let me think about this for 20
just
minutes.
kind of yo, bro, this shit sound fire.
He's like, does this look good?
The stars aligned in it.
Yeah.
I overthink,
But that's
bro.
the best part,
I
though.
overthink.
Bro, me too. That's a big problem I have. But I remember when I was first cutting hair, I'm like, man, I gotta come up with an Instagram name, bro. And I remember I was like, babe,
What was
Chuy too blurry.
What was the first name, though?
Chuy the barber,
Chuy the barber.
fucking
Chewy,
regular ass shit,
regular
yeah.
barber.
And then I was like, yo, Chuy too blurry because my haircut's blurry, and I'm like,
Yeah.
that shit's fire. Everybody looking at me like, nah, that ain't it.
Chewy
But,
too
we
blurry.
out here now.
Chewy too sharp.
Yeah. See that? That one's. No, I'm just kidding. No, that's awesome, bro. So okay, so you got a label, and then you're also a group.
Yeah, so there's the group itself is ShootFoDaMoon Tapes. So pretty much a collaborative group. Actually, a bunch of guys that are on the group itself, they're on here, so I'm going to speak on their behalf. We got this amazing lyricist. I'm not going to tell you his actual name because, I think he'd appreciate more if I just gave him his alias.
Yeah.
He goes by Sky. So it's Sky. So it's Sky, capital S-K-Y with a 3. That's kind of his thing.
Okay.
Number 3. So
Yeah.
he goes by Sky. We got two
Sky
guys.
Alaska.
We got two guys that
shout out
are
Sky.
awesome at just bringing energy into the studio. They come in, they do freestyle, and sometimes those freestyles end up being tracks.
Yeah?
Hell yeah.
They go by CJ the Prophet and Nesquik. So
Okay.
I also keep their names, low,
Yeah,
'cause,
that's the name. That's their
That's
names,
their names.
bro.
That's what they
You
gotta
know
go
what I
by. And then we got Kid Maj, bro. Kid Maj, he's actually had that name before even joining the group, bro.
For real?
Yeah.
He's like, yo, what's up? It's Kid Maj, bro. Don't get it fucked up.
And
That's dope.
And someone that's not here, but he's actually scoping around, taking pictures. He goes by Don John. I don't think he'd like this.
Shout out Don John.
Shout out Don John taking those pics.
Hey.
But
Behind
yeah,
the
no,
camera.
man. We started this actually the beginning of this year. I actually had something planned last year, but due to COVID and due to just a bunch of bullshit,
Yeah.
I just thought that let's hold off. Something better is gonna come, and it eventually did. Originally, me and this guy we're gonna talk about some business idea that we'll get to later on. And
That's Isaiah for the people listening, not watching.
Shout out, Mitch.
And Sky, he had originally hit me up to work on music, and I was like, okay, yeah, let's meet on Tuesday. This guy hits me up out of nowhere, bro. We need to talk about this ASAP Tuesday. So I was like, fuck, okay. Tuesday,
Stars
come
align.
early. Sky, come a little later. They both end up showing up at the same time. We all ultimately clicked. We all decided to talk about everything. Everything that we had planned originally. Me and Sky, me and Isaiah. We all talked about it together. So
Oh,
we
that's
just
dope. You kinda joined forces
we joined forces and we started talking about what we wanted to do as a group. And that same night, bro, we started recording our first song
Damn,
that
that's quick.
actually dropped tonight. It's called Hello, featuring a wonderful girl named Sunny, Sky, and myself at the end. So not only do I produce and engineer all my stuff, but
Talk to him.
you'll hear some raps.
Tell
in
him.
here.
Tell him what
You'll hear some shit here and there.
Bro, the song is fire. I listened to it. I actually listened to it early. You know what I mean? Before y'all. Nah, this shit.
Exclusive.
Yeah,
Exclusive. I had to give
Exclusive rights.
Chewy two blurs.
No, I was kidding.
I had to give you that.
No, the song is
exclusive.
fire. It's amazing, bro. Go check it out. Tell them where to find it, bro.
You can find it actually on all streaming services: Tidal, Amazon, Google Play, Spotify.
Look at that.
Apple
Everywhere you
Music,
can, everywhere
Napster.
you can find the podcast, bro.
Anywhere you can find this. Welcome to the Trenches podcast.
Talk to him. Dude, that's dope.
But yeah, title Hello, featuring Sunny, Sky, and myself. It's actually the last single that's going to be out until our album. I won't expose the name yet, but we have name, album cover, track list, and we're pretty excited.
Okay, so you guys working.
Yeah, no, we've been working since we started this. Funny story, the same day that me and this guy and Sky met,
Thank you.
we decided, hey man, how serious are you guys about this? And I was like, well,
Like about the music?
Well, yeah, about the music. Sorry,
You talking about Isaiah? Right?
no, it's about the music.
Yeah.
How serious are you guys about music? This guy says.
Yeah.
Eventually, this guy becomes, kind of our manager, kind of
Yeah,
person
yeah.
to market our stuff. And
Dude, it's very important.
man,
That fucking job it's
This-
a job, bro.
this guy,
Hell yeah, it's
this
a
guy
job.
to my right, bro,
Trust me.
does everything in his power to get our songs out there. And I mean, the analytics do show. I really, appreciate all that. I get feedback from random people that I don't even know that this guy, shoots him a DM and they shoot me a DM. Hey man, this is actually pretty fucking cool. It's different as fuck, but it's cool. Honestly, I don't know how to respond to that at first because it's like, oh, different, like.
Like, you talking about shit trash?
Yeah,
What the
yeah.
fuck?
But at the same time, it's like you actually took the time to listen to what I made.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's
amazing.
like, fuck it,
Dude, that's cool. So did you start off as wanting to how do I say, like rap, or did you want to do the beats first?
Yeah, no. So yeah, I've always been like all about music, all about sound design, just
sound design.
beats and shit. Like I just love sound, dude. I love
Yeah.
all that shit. I love all that trippy shit. Like when I was a lot younger, we're the same age, but when we were in high school,
Yeah.
I was all about that like indie pop, indie shit. Like it was so I just loved those grooves and stuff. And then obviously I love hip hop. I appreciated old school hip hop, and I kind of wanted to just. I thought to myself, yo, what if I can just fuse all this shit into one? What would I call that? I still don't know what I'd call that, but that's what I'm pretty much doing.
Oh, like what type of genre you?
Yeah, like
because I don't know how to classify it, bro.
right? No.
'Cause it's,
See
it's
now
funny that you
thinking
say that.
now thinking about it. What did you hear? Like obviously,
A lot.
Obviously, you heard some hip hop influence. You heard some pop influence, and you heard some R&B influence. Like
All that.
yeah.
I don't know. I think that's pretty cool that you're even thinking of that, because like it's pretty easy to be like, yo, I'm gonna make a rap song.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a reggaeton song.
Right. And I mean, no disrespect to the people that devote their lives to that specific sound, because the people that perfect that shit, like
They're doing it for
they're
sure.
doing it. They're doing it. And I mean, I guess I just had too much of that already in my head, where
Yeah.
it's like, I mean, fuck, what can I do to put out to the world where maybe for some fucking reason the universe decides to really put my name out there, and these people really classify me as this dude that just fuses a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Bro, that shit's dope. That's really cool, bro.
Like I don't know, man. I guess my dream is to leave a legacy. Like I'm trying to die, and people think about me like John Lennon or some shit.
Okay.
Like
okay,
obviously
okay.
I'm not gonna be. Well, who knows?
No, bro, you gonna do that.
Yeah,
Times
yeah.
10, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome. So real quick, you said you like that trippy shit, bro. Do you experiment with
I'd rather not.
Nah?
I'd rather not talk about that.
I
right
got
now.
you.
But I can't say that this guy right here. He's led me to some pretty crazy experiences, but that's all we'll say.
I got you for sure.
We won't go down that road.
The only reason why I bring that up is creativity wise.
Yeah, no,
Because
no,
I feel
no.
like stuff like that.
No doubt, bro.
Brings out
when this guy
any type
and
of
Sky.
thing.
Sorry, I mean,
No,
when
you
this
good,
guy
bro.
and Sky are in my my little stew. I mean, they hotbox the fuck out of that, and I mean, I'm in it, so it's like, oh shit, am I really
420 every day.
am I really out here, getting secondhand eye and doing shit, or am I just
Low
normal,
key, bro,
Yeah,
probably.
probably. But I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm still in my groove, I'm still in my vibe, I'm still in my zone, and I mean, the product, shows for.
Yeah, it speaks for itself.
Yeah, it speaks for itself and shit.
Yeah, I think it's almost important, bro, to have something that sparks it.
Yeah,
Because a
no,
lot of the time, bro,
definitely.
like I'll be off the tree, bro, and I'll be like, yo, what if we do this, and that, and then like. I'll be out of my mind. I'll tell my wife, I'm like, yo, what do you think about that? And she's like, that's stupid as fuck. Like, what are you talking about? But there's other times where she's like, yo, this shit's fire. Like,
Yeah.
it's an amazing idea. And then half of this stuff is because of that. You know what I
No,
mean? So I do think it's pretty cool.
no. I mean, if
To get that outlet out.
to say the least, I mean, I've had my fair share of moments where I was under the influence of some shit, and I mean, fuck, something came out of it, and I liked it a lot, and I really didn't give a fuck if anybody else didn't like it, because at that moment I liked it.
Yeah.
So, you know.
I think that's important too, bro, because like the song that's out right now, everywhere, all streaming platforms, check it out. What's it called?
Hello, featuring
Hello, gotcha.
Sunny, Sky, and myself, Shoom.
Bro, it's one of those songs when you listen to it, it's like you understand more clear exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
fusion and
It's different, and I mean, I get that feedback all the time, like, oh, like, this is different, bro. Like, this is different. I've never had someone tell me that, oh, nice, like, this is actually sounding like this.
like they don't compare it?
Right.
Is that what you mean?
They'll compare it to certain sounds, but
Mm-hmm.
they won't necessarily say, oh, this is hip hop. Oh, this is rap. Or this is pop. Like, they'll just say it's different, which, like I said, sometimes I really don't know how to, like, I don't know how to pretty much take it that as either a good thing or bad thing.
Yeah,
but
that's what I was gonna
at the
ask
same
you.
time, like, I mean, fuck, it's out there, and I'm proud of it, and I mean, that really
That's all that matters, bro.
True, to an extent, because obviously I'm doing
I mean,
it
you
for
want people to
myself.
listen to
Right,
it,
right.
for
I
sure.
want people to listen to it. I want people to vibe out to it. And for the feedback that I get, I mean, of course, I always accept any type of criticism. You know, constructive criticism. I'm all about it. But for the people that really fuck with it and tell me that they fuck with it because it's different, that's when I start to appreciate, you know, that term. And so it's like, you know what, I'm gonna keep doing this because obviously I like it. But I know
For
that
sure.
people out there that are listening, coming back to me saying, "Yo, bro, just keep doing this. This is really cool. This is different, and we're gonna keep on listening." I mean, my dad for sure. He's probably one of the people that are like my main support.
That's awesome.
He's always asking me, "Yo, when's your song coming out? When's your song coming out?"
For real?
Yeah. So you were actually, you know, one of the few people that heard it first.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
my dad, I asked him, I was like, "Yo, you want to hear this before everyone else?" He's like, "No. I'll support you, and you know, like, I'll wait till the day." So I mean, fuck it. He'll like, "Hey, where's the iTunes? What can I buy it off?" Which you can buy it for 69 cents on iTunes if you want.
Talk to him. No, that's awesome, bro. Yeah, my dad's been a huge supporter too, man.
Yeah, no, man. That's
I remember
awesome.
one time he came to me. He's like, "You smoke weed?" Like I was listening to the podcast.
Oh, I saw.
I'm just
I-
like, Pops,
I saw
I'm
that.
sorry,
I
bro.
saw
I was
that.
like, my bad. But he's like, no, you got me listening to all these type of podcasts and shit. So it's pretty cool that, you know, you got the OG, double OG, you know,
Yeah.
supporting you and
No,
stuff.
of course, and also,
Shout out my Theo.
Talk to him.
Theo.
you know, also, you know, my grandparents and my mom, like, at first they really were like, "Yo, this is just, you know, some hobby," which it still is. You know, I got my own
Yeah.
job and I do this, you know, off the clock. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I was just telling this guy the other day. I finished a song with CJ the Prophet, Wherever You Are. I finished it at like 4 a.m, and I told this guy, I'm like, "Bro, I just finally finished the song. I like how it sounds." I sent it to him. He's like, "Bro, this sounds smooth as fuck." I sent it to CJ the Prophet. He's like, "Bro, this is fucking fire."
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, you know what? Time does its thing. It wasn't rushed. It was something that I told myself, I'm gonna take my time on it. Cause sometimes, don't get me wrong. Sometimes I'm like, fuck, I gotta work on this, and I just want to finish it right away. So I do that first draft. I just do the first draft right away, where it's like, I finish this quick, see how it sounds. It sounds shitty as fuck, bro.
Yeah.
Shitty
yeah.
as fuck.
But you like know it?
Yeah, no, super muddy, super just cluttered, super just a bunch of shit that I know for a fact is not what I'm expecting out of it,
Mm-hmm.
of course. And I know that, you know, these guys are gonna tell me like, "Yo, man, come on, like, how long did you spend on this?" And I appreciate that. So it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know what?
You need that.
Give
for
it
sure.
give it a second shot. I work on it a couple of hours, end up being like 6 hours working it, you know, after midnight. And then I send it to this guy, "Bro, this is smooth." So it's like, you gotta take your time. You gotta do what it takes to, you know, present a product that you know that everyone's gonna like.
Absolutely, bro. I think it's really important too to touch on how you brought up, you know, you have your job, you know, like you
Yeah.
know, your job in the daytime,
Yeah,
then you're
yeah,
working
yeah.
at night. Because a lot of people, they want to do certain shit. You know what I mean? Like they want to work on this, they want to make beats, like learn how to play guitar, to make whatever, but they don't ever want to dedicate the time, bro. And that's one of the things
Oh man.
that anybody in this fucking room will tell you.
Yeah.
You know, in order to really do what you want to do and kind of be happy, you need to do it. You need to sleep 3 hours a night. You know what I mean? Like
Exactly,
you need to
yeah.
be up in the stew. Like it's just it's necessary, bro. Sink or swim, but you're not even really choosing to swim when
Yeah.
you're not doing shit like that. So it's one of the things that, you know, I think
Bro,
is important.
I bet you remember this, bro. In high school, bro, practice doesn't make perfect, bro. Perfect
Hell no.
practice makes perfect.
Talk to him. Talk to him.
Shout out on the line.
Shout out my line.
Shout out Wonderland High School, everybody. If you don't know by now.
No, that's awesome, bro. So Isaac, for you, man, in management, because I know that's something that I kind of want to get into too. I like. Okay, I want to get into management for other avenues. You know what I mean? Like, thankfully for me, a lot of people that I've met over the time being down here and in Vegas has been entertainment. You know what I mean? So like I joke about it all the time, but like I would really like to manage like OnlyFans girls.
Ooh,
You know
okay.
or like people my wife's not here.
You saw
No,
mine,
but deadass, bro. Like, manage like people that are doing it, but they have no direction. They're just really good at taking this fucking picture, but they don't know what to do after that.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I think is important is introducing others to, like the people that I know who do, for example, they take pictures of athletes, right? But I know somebody who takes really good pictures of water bottles, for example. You know what I mean? And it's just like, bro, you need to, but you don't know them.
Yeah.
So one of the things I want to be the connector. That's one of the things that I've always wanted to do. That's kind of was the idea behind this podcast, is connecting people to certain people.
Yeah.
Which in this kind of instance, you did that for me. You know what I mean? And vice versa. So, for you, in this industry of you know what it is, music and everything around it, you know, how did you come to Alex? I'm sorry, Shoom. We'll cut that out.
Shout out Shuby.
How did you go to him, and what was your idea behind, you know, hey bro, let me help you take this to, you know, through the roof?
Yeah, so I mean,
to the moon. I'm sorry.
Yeah, to the moon. Exactly. That was the point. No, that was the point. That was the point. And he knows that too. I mean, like he said, he touched on too that you know, that night, you know, we were just hanging out. I came over there to actually talk about a business idea that I had, and then it kind of just spiraled into that the guy Sky came over. And when he came over, honestly, we just had, you know, hotboxed a little bit. We had the energy flowing, and
You need it.
That was connection, bro. That was
honestly,
connection,
it was just like I saw the music was alive. It was something that like needed to be produced. And when he was talking about people don't categorize it, I mean, I think like music industry is moving into a way where we have a lot of drill stuff, which is great. I love trap music.
I love drill
us.
music,
I mean,
bro.
shout out to everybody that. But the point is that there's a niche where a lot of us, even in the room, where like we kind of just sit at home, especially during Corona, where we're not really doing anything, you know?
Yeah.
And you sit back and you're reflecting so much, and this guy's music, if you really want to touch on something that really hits to the home, you know what I mean? Like, listen to the lyrics, listen to the music. Sometimes, you know, if you smoke to it a little bit. But even if you don't, just listen to it. It's the real stuff. You know, it'll hit you home, and I think that touched me a little bit. And I was a little bit in a vulnerable position where, you know, I saw him, and I really believed in a lot of people, and what better than my cousin to kind of start this. And so it kind of spiraled since then. And I know you were talking about like management and stuff. And you know, for me, I just connect like everything. Anybody that I'm in touch with, I just connect with them. I network with everything. You know, I even have one of my, you know, a guy I met, Leo Gonzalez. He's famous on TikTok, but you know, I just reach out. I try to connect a lot of people. I have another friend, Will in Miami. He's a funny guy too. He does a lot of creative stuff, and you know, we're just trying to create a lot of stuff, get our network going, and just touch base with a lot of people. If I can manage them, get them somewhere, then I'll do it. But just definitely connecting with a lot of my older connects with newer connects, and just putting the pieces together.
Absolutely, bro. And
Oh, sorry.
No,
man.
go ahead.
I was gonna say when we went to New York, we dropped the song over there, and we thought that okay, whatever, we just dropped the song in New York, whatever. But since you know we handle the analytics behind the distribution and stuff, and we see you know who's listening, where they're listening from, and how many times they listen a day. So
Really?
yeah, and this guy, bro, like he works his magic, bro. Like.
Yeah.
I'll see how it is when I market some shit, and I mean I'm calling myself out here because I really don't know how to market that shit well. So like we'll see a couple listens and shit, but when this guy goes in and starts hitting up people and shit, he just knows what exactly what to say. You know, he knows how to get them to understand that it's not just you know spam. You're not just spamming someone with a bunch of bullshit. Because I'm pretty sure. I mean you know
It's
you
hard,
know,
bro. No, I'm not great at that shit either.
Wording.
Bro. I'm learning. It's
Yeah.
It's an art to
It is.
get
It's communication.
Communication.
100%. But it's intensified 10,000 times when you're not in front of the person.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I can't.
You gotta set the tone.
Exactly. I can. You know, wow you just by coming up to you, shaking your hand, looking you in the face. But
Yeah.
I can't do that shit over a DM, bro.
Yeah.
I don't have a blue check.
Yeah, I mean you can
know
though.
what
You
I
can
mean?
in other
You
ways.
can.
Though.
Clearly.
Yeah, you can in other ways though.
For sure. But
yeah.
it's so that's awesome, brother. That's really cool.
No, and I mean, I respect him a lot for it because I know how time consuming it can be, and I mean, this guy works around rejection all the time. You know, like he's not always gonna he's not always gonna get oh for sure, man, like this is fucking dope. Let me give you a fucking check for $1,000 invest into this, you know, or you know shit like that. So I appreciate him for that because I mean he is doing this because he believes in what I am trying to create.
100%.
What my vision for this whole Shoot for the Moon Tapes is.
Yeah.
You know, what it is really, man, is back in the day in high school. I mean, you know, we did sports. You know, both of us did sports and shit. But at the same time, it's like I also wanted to be a part of something else where it's like I don't always want to be just doing sports. I want to do something creative. You know, art wasn't my best like I wasn't the greatest artist. I wasn't the greatest at drawing shit. So I mean, I want to do something where my creativity was more than that. But I really never got that opportunity to really be a part of something. So now that I have the resources, now that I have the tools to really bring this to life, I thought to myself, let's be the bigger person. Let's really jump at it and create something. So when I told this guy, I'm like, bro, I'm trying to start this group. I'm trying to get people on board. Right away, it's like the stars aligned perfectly. This guy Sky came in, freestyled the first night. We finished the song that literally dropped today. We worked on it for a month and a half, and
Damn.
yeah, it's definitely rewarding knowing that something I wanted, I spoke it to the universe and I got it. I'm not saying that it's up there, like it's successful and it's like everywhere, but I mean we are
No, but
pretty.
you took the first
yeah,
step,
yeah,
bro.
we are trying to put it everywhere, and I mean these guys that are working with us, you know, shout out CJ the Prophet, shout out Nesquik, like yo, these guys have drive. These guys know what they want, and I mean obviously as far as rapping goes, man, they bring home the bacon, bro. Like
they get busy, for
yeah.
sure.
And shout out to them because I know that, you know, as youngins, what you want to do is just be at the top. So you just gotta tell them, hey man, you gotta work at it, and I'm here. I'm here for it, man. I'm here for it. I'm the chef, but you guys are my crew. You know what I mean? Like,
they're the prep cooks, bro.
Yeah,
They just cook the motherfuckers.
yeah. So it's like, man, first night that I met them, man, they're like, fuck it, we just gotta show this guy, and they did, man. Like, holy shit. I was really impressed, and I was like, bro, like we need to do something with this. So we got plans. I kind of want to touch on that a little bit.
Oh yeah, I was just about to ask.
So we got some plans for visuals. We got some plans for shoots out in L.A., Chicago,
Cool.
as well as Florida.
Yeah.
Right? So like, we're working with this guy as well. His name is Brian Garcia. Brian, I hope you don't hate me for saying your name out. He goes by B-Rai. I think I'm saying that right. If I'm not saying it right, fuck, I'm sorry, man. But Brian Garcia, bro, he's another lyricist that's fucking dope as hell. I shot him a DM because I've heard his shit on SoundCloud, and bro, he goes in, bro. It's like Eminem on steroids, bro.
No shit.
Yeah, I mean, no disrespect to Eminem, bro, but Brian, Brian's got bars.
Dude, that's awesome. So with being artist on the obviously being the artist in the label that you have, is a goal later down the line. Maybe this is for you, Isaiah, to grow and have. So when you look for other, I guess what I'm trying to say is when you look for other talent, if you are looking, do you try to get them to join the label or the group that you guys have?
So yeah, I don't know. So that's a good point because originally this is like a collaborative group, but at the same time, I kind of want to stick this to something that's kind of just fixed as far as a group.
Okay.
So like I'm heavily influenced on like rap groups, or groups in general. Brockhampton, Odd Future, a big influence to what I like to make, and kind of like how they've been about the music industry, all the fucking shenanigans they pull off, and like how they really just built themselves. You know what I mean? Like, dude, Tyler the Creator is a fucking genius. So that's a big inspiration. That's big motivation to me to really do what I want to do. So I'd like to keep it as a steady group, but at the same time, again, marketing genius over here. He's got people that he knows they have something to offer. So one of his contacts hit him up. He hit him up and said, "Hey man, like my cousin makes beats. Maybe you want to hop on a track." And he did. And man, it sounds like it's perfectly executed to what we can build on. So as far as the label goes, I feel like maybe later down the road, I'd like to invest into that. But for now, I think we're just going to keep it as ShootFoDaMoon Tapes as a group itself, just a group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that's dope. That's amazing.
Productions.
Talk
Get into
to
the big
him.
time right now. That's me. He's like the group. I'm like, oh yeah, let's get a big thing going. But, no, definitely though.
No, so I touch a little bit too, bro, on would you see like for the for the future and what's the projects up and coming?
Shit, I don't know if you want to say that. I see nothing but good things. I mean, honestly, I keep talking about this guy with this video and a couple things we have coming. I'm not going to obviously say it because of him, but the point is like there's a lot of stuff coming up that I feel like this summer is going to be crazy because we're collaborating on a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, with the visuals we're going to get, I mean, he's talking about like marketing stuff. I haven't really even touched like a half of the stuff I could be doing. I'm really waiting on like the visuals, and like I said, he's gonna have visuals coming up, and we're gonna be flying to LA, going to Florida, possibly up in Chicago as well. But just collaborating a lot, and this guy has ideas as well for Shoot for the Moon. Is amazing, and honestly, he just sends me ideas, and then when I get them, I just start thinking about my networks. I start thinking about like what can I do, like. And he knows that too. I right away start flooding. I'm like, you need this, you need that. He's like, bro, it's all good. Like,
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, I'm just trying to help you out. But the point is,
and he also likes to say, man, just drop this shit right now.
yeah,
Drop this shit right now.
I always have. If you don't know what I mean, bro,
Bro,
Come on.
don't encourage him, bro. Dude, I'll get a text at 1 a.m., bro.
Just let the shit go, bro.
bro, I do it all the
But I
time.
mean,
Bro.
I
say that.
understand, bro. I understand.
I'll get a text at 1 a.m., bro. I swear to God, if you don't drop this, I swear it's just gonna be delayed, and you're never gonna drop it and blah blah.
You're gonna
It's
see why though. You're gonna see why. I'm not saying that just to say it, like just say it because we're part of it, but everyone's gonna relate to it. On top of like the music that's just sick. This guy's creating crazy stuff. So on top of you saying like Tyler created a bunch of people, like this guy is definitely the next person on that. I'm not even kidding because when we get the visuals for it, the
believe
people we're tapping into, we're gonna get on like radio, New York, a bunch of DJs I know. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm not gonna drop names because they know who they are. But the point is we're gonna be out there, and I think this summer is gonna be great for us. Going into 2022, we're definitely gonna be hitting some new limits. To be honest, all of us here. So, but we're definitely excited.
Well, we coming 22 is stomping through that motherfucker.
And we're stomping through this
I'm
whole thing. We're starting
bro.
right
I'm
now.
excited
But yeah,
for you
definitely that.
Bro, real quick, before we get into anything else, Alex, remember we were in 4th grade together, bro? And we got in trouble in Spanish class?
Hey, remember we were in Algebra 1 and I was dumb as hell with that?
Hell yeah, bro.
Hey,
Bro, you was a senior in
I
freshman math, bro. I'm like, what the
senior
fuck
and
is freshman-
freshman math, bro.
Hey, bro, how do you say the letter J in Spanish, bro?
Anybody in this room, how do you say the letter J in Spanish? We got in trouble every day for
We
laughing
got
at this
in,
motherfucker.
we got in trouble every day for saying jota to each other.
And then my
every
dad had to
day.
come get me.
My
Talking about what you laughing at. I'm
Wait,
like,
what school did you guys go
fucking
to? What school did you go to?
Washington.
Yeah,
Washington school?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to fuck that school.
Well,
No, bro, that's awesome, bro. I appreciate you guys for coming through.
Appreciate you
Shout out
for
to Song
having
One
us,
Time, bro. Where to get them at? Where to get it at? Where to stream it?
Everywhere, bro. It's on Amazon Music, Google Play, YouTube,
Talk to 'em.
Spotify, Apple Music,
Talk to 'em.
Napster, shit, Pandora, Tidal.
You too.
Search it up. Hello, featuring Sunny, Sky, and Shoom.
Go listen to it.
There it is. We appreciate you guys. Welcome to the Trenches Podcast. We'll see you on the next one.